both factories. Okay, so I'm just going to throw up a quick slide deck to give you kind of an overview of who we are and what you're going to see today. So this is the agenda for today. Again, I'm going to give you some background. We're going to talk a little bit about some renewables that we're involved in. We're going to do a tour. And then for those of you who'd like to stick around and give us some feedback on what you saw, what you think we can do better, we'd love to get that from you. We'd love to get your perspective on what we do and how we're doing. So my dad and my grandfather founded the company 40 years ago. Dad, you're here somewhere.
Right here.
Okay, that's my father. This kind of gives you an idea of the size of the company. We began using lean tools with 10X in '99, and Dave and Chris Wood have been very instrumental, and their signatures are all over both of these buildings, and you'll see that today. Chris is here. Dave, where are you? You guys raise your hands real quick. I think you guys probably know who they are.
I do that.
Okay, so these guys have really helped us in our journey. We've done, again, 6 plant configurations in that time. There have been many reconfigurations, but 6 major reconfigurations of the plant. So some of the products that you're going to see today, in the next room you can hear some machines running. Those are one of a kind. They're the only ones in the world that automatically make this product, which is an aluminum egg crate. So coil goes in, they go through the machine, it comes out the other end, and then in many cases we'll add extrusion around the louver to make a complete air grill for heat, ventilation, and air conditioning. So that's in the next room. So that's one value stream. The other 4 value streams are going to produce lighting components that are used in commercial lighting fixtures. They're both decorative and optical. So they're going to take light from where we don't want it, put it where we do want it, increase the performance of the fixture, and in many cases make the luminaire very attractive. So what we're good at here is getting people to market very fast. When engineers approach us, if we have what we need, we turn their prototypes around in 48 hours. And we're doing that in a non-optimum way right now. We actually do that within production, and the equipment that you see behind me is earmarked strictly for prototypes. So the engineering and learning center is up above us, and the engineers can come right down, make the products, and test putting them together, and then get those prototypes to the customers. So again, 48 hours is important to us because a guy has design intent, and if 2 days later he's holding the sample in his hand, he can keep the design moving forward. And that gets us to market faster. So we punch, form, and assemble. We also paint. So those are when we add value, if we're not punching, forming, assembling, or painting, we're doing non-value-added activities. We make our own machines. We make jigs, all kinds of equipment that will do operations that are hard for humans to do, that are carpal tunnel conducive. Because of local machine shops all being beholden to Boeing over the years, we've had to become self-sufficient. So there's 2 machine shops, EDMs, all of the things that we need to make metal punching and forming equipment. Again, we use lean tools to get cost compression. That helps us compete with Mexico, China, and keep those jobs here. We are a low volume, high mix company, and people say, hey, you know what, we're a job shop, we can't do lean. Well, that's going to be dispelled today when you go through these die studies. You're going to see that it's very equipment dense. The space that's available is to move one piece flow or to get material in or material out. Any other space is waste. This room in the beginning of 2008 was racks and full of finished goods. So there were just aisles. There was a center aisle and side aisles between the racks. Now we fly little airplanes in here. We do have this earmarked for some manufacturing, but this was full of finished goods at one point in time. Beginning of this year, we did a self-audit. We compared ourselves to the Toyota production system. A world-class lean organization. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, we measured ourselves on every facet of the company. Purchasing, office support, human resources, management style, plant layout, flow. And in doing that self-audit, what we found out was that we're a 2 out of 10 when we took an average of everything that we looked at in terms of a world-class company. So that's bad news, but the good news is we've got a ton of opportunity. You know, we thought we were a lot further down the road, and we're just at the beginning. We use the A3 tool for communication. You'll see over here, there's a board over here. This is the mother A3 that I wrote. These are all cascading A3s that support the mother A3. And so, if you're not familiar with the A3 format, it's a current condition, a set of targets, place you want to be, a future state, and then it's an execution plan on how to get there. And it's called an A3 because it fits on an 11 by 17 piece of paper. And if you can't tell the whole story on that, you don't get to tell it. So that's what you'll see over on this board. And I'm fine if you go up and look at any of that stuff. It's okay to look at what we're doing internally. Our dirty laundry hangs on that line. In terms of renewables, these are high-efficiency solar cells, and to be interconnected electrically to a device, you need to put them on a substrate. And so through some partners in Malaysia, we're able to offer the concentrated photovoltaic community substrate technology. So they can buy their cells, and we can mount them on substrates that enable them to connect. We've developed the CTV module ourselves. We're currently engaged in negotiations for licensing agreements with some European concerns on that. We're not going to manufacture that here. We've also been contacted by a company that owns the patent rights for a state-of-the-art wind turbine. And you can see a prototype of that right behind us. You're welcome to go look at that. So that's just that's the ribbing and the inner structure. That'll be covered with a fabric that will make it look like this. It's very interesting technology out of Switzerland. So behind you, we have 4 tour leaders that are going to take 4 different groups through the various value streams. If you want to know things from a human resources perspective, then I suggest that you go with Ashley. She's our human resources manager. Enjoy the tour, and again, if you want to stay and give us some feedback, we'd love to have it.
Hey Ed, can I say something real quick? My name is John Dixon. I am the chairman of Society of Manufacturing Engineers 248 and the Lean Management Consortium board member. We're co-sponsoring this tour. I want to thank Ron, Ed, Craig, and all you Ecolite employees here. I know you put a lot of time into this tour, and let me tell you, we really do appreciate it to be able to offer such a tour to our folks here. Thank you very, very much.